Hello everyone, this is my first YouTube video and it really sucks. Okay. Anyway, I'm here to talk about my friend, my 20-pound ovarian cyst that has been growing in my belly for, God, probably at least the last 2 years, if not longer. And yes, I do have polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I did know about the risk of developing cysts. I did know I was on medication, metformin, estrogen supplementation, all that fun stuff, because my body doesn't make estrogen worth crap. I've had a hysterectomy, but I kept my ovaries. Probably wasn't the smartest thing to do, because this is what happened. I'm going to show you this, hopefully without it being too horrible. Run, children. Okay, so this is my stomach, which has grown exponentially in size over the last 2 years, I would guess. And there's my old hysterectomy scar there. I did have a C-section with my son. You see I have some estrogen patches over here on the side of the belly. But, yeah, folks, you can get a look at this thing from all the fun angles. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, shake it. Make it move. It's like jelly. It's like a lava lamp. Ugh, except it's not nearly as entertaining. Anyway, this area here, super hard. Super hard. Super hard as a rock. It started in sort of this area down here, and then it kind of migrated up this way. And I will try to figure out how to share a photo of what my CT scan looks like, which is very entertaining. And so, how did I get to be this size before I finally went to the emergency room? That's a difficult thing to explain. Part of it is because I'm a little chubby to begin with. You know, always been a little chubby. When I did go into the doctors to talk about my growing belly area, I was a little bit too quick to take the blame for it, because the first thing they would say to me, even up to the last minute before I went into the ER in agony the other night, because I basically can't frickin' breathe anymore because this sucker goes all the way up here and it goes all the way down here. I haven't been able to hold my pee in probably half a year. I've been wearing, female diaper pads. Go me! So sexy. Some discomfort during sex, obviously, because this thing's in the way. Although my husband's very sweet, and he was referring to me as his favorite bounce house, so that was sweet. But it basically kept growing and growing, and recently, in the last couple of weeks, I don't know, I think it gained at least 1/3 of its size. And that's finally when I cried uncle. I think it grew fast enough and spread in enough different directions that it finally got to the point where it was painful. Because honestly, before that, it wasn't really painful. Part of the reason I was being a dumbass and not doing enough to advocate for my own health was because I'm really busy all the time. I work full-time, and I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and I run my own comic book company. So, yeah, not a lot of downtime. I was exercising, not training for the Olympics, but, walking every day and, going for walks with the husband, and going to the gym a couple nights a week with this, which is fun because what gym pants are going to fit over that, right? And I'm all like, gotta find out. Because I also have asthma, and what do you know, when your lungs have been crushed by a cyst to the point where they have nowhere to go, and you have asthma, exercising is not easy. No, it's not easy. So I'm huffing and puffing, and everyone's looking at me like I'm the biggest dumbass in the world. I must have had 5 pizzas on the way to the gym. Well, I'm here to tell you I don't eat pizza. Okay, some flatbread maybe. I don't eat fast food. I don't eat donuts. I don't eat sugar, candy. I don't even like sugar. Okay, brownies. I do have a problem with brownies, but I only allow those on my birthday. I'd had the hysterectomy, they kept my ovaries, but my ovaries were in decline. So that means I was going through basically perimenopause. So for the past 10 years, I've had all kinds of crazy, wacko symptoms anywhere, like clumps of hair falling out or suddenly tripping over my right leg, dizziness, trouble sleeping, all kinds of weird pains down here. I mean, that's been going on for 10 freaking years. So when this started to happen, you know, I Googled, and Google told me that basically this was menopausal related weight gain, because a lot of women tend to start gaining weight as visceral fat, which is in the abdomen but under the chest wall. So I thought, well, that makes sense, you know, because it's kind of hard and funky, you know. But my husband, he's got a gut, and he's like, look at my gut. My gut's squishy, right? He's like, yours is hard. Why is yours hard? I'm like, okay, I'll mention it at my next doctor's visit. I mentioned the gut to at least 4 different doctors. And before you make an assumption, 3 of them were women. 3 of them, and 1 was a man. 2 of them, the man and 1 of the women, are polycystic ovarian specialists who actually have been monitoring me for years. And both of them were like, yeah, you're putting on a little weight there. Maybe it's time to talk to you about carbs. Carbs are bad, okay? Yeah, get some weights. Come on, fatty, move that ass. All right, so what was I to know? I thought, well, okay, yeah, got a point. I'm getting older. Getting bigger in the middle. But I've had to buy all new pants 3 times. I went from like an 18 to a 20 to I was finally going out and buying 22s. Now I can't wear pants at all. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm in these, you know, for the duration. You know, maybe if they sell clown pants, you know, on the internet or something, I can get some rainbow pants and, you know, flop around in those. But it was getting harder and harder for me to go to work and get pants on, basically. I mean, my pants were kind of hanging down. I was like kind of starting to wear my pants like this, you know. I was like, okay, yeah, this is hot. But, you know, I'm a software developer, so the fact I even have pants on is like such a step above how the other guys dress. And I say other guys because, yeah, I'm the only chick programmer, I think, in the state of California. But anyway, so I couldn't lie flat on my stomach anymore. Couldn't lie flat on my stomach. It was very, very painful to do so. And it just sort of felt kind of like indigestion, like there was gas trapped down there or something. So I thought, well, okay, fat. I did have a burrito today. You know, that's probably not the best time to go get a massage after that. But then I just kind of stopped going and getting massages because it hurt. It hurt. And it hurt like throughout this area. It wasn't like, oh, it's right here. It was just kind of throughout this area. So I just went, you know, we need to save money anyway. We want to buy a house in Southern California, which is like impossible. But I just thought, yeah, maybe I'll drop the massage membership because I'm not really enjoying it. It's like, it hurts. And I guess I'm just getting too fat for massages. Even though that's going on, my organs are functioning at tip-top condition, which is like, way to go, man. But then again, I survived pregnancy. This is bigger than my pregnancy. I gave birth to a 7-pound baby, which is not the biggest baby in the world. Was he 6 pounds? 6 or 7 pounds, anyway. Yeah, did I mention memory loss? Yeah, that's all part of this. But anyway, this is bigger than my pregnancy. It's up higher than my pregnancy was. I carried my son down lower. So much like a pregnancy, all of my organs just moved out of the way. They kind of moved out of the way. My bowel, however, is getting through because it's like kind of trapped behind this thing, and then it's like somehow finding my butt, which I'm grateful for. I did have a little bit of mild constipation, but really not that bad. I just ate more fruit and, you know, started like munching on dried fruits at work and stuff, and that seemed to take care of that problem. I'm like, okay, well, I'm old, I'm taking more vitamins, that's probably why. It did occur to me that, you know, my bowels are actually being crushed and smothered to death. under a 20-pound cyst. No, that didn't occur to me. As far as we know, the cyst it looks pretty like a simple cyst. Simple ovarian cyst, doesn't have any complexities or anything, so that's why I'm in pretty good spirits. I'm not freaking out about the big C word, because at this stage, from what they've seen, that's highly, highly, highly unlikely. I mean, they will test, of course, but right now it just looks like everything's really simple. It's basically like the giant blob that ate my belly, and then it has a couple other lobules down here. I talked to the surgeon. Hopefully tomorrow I have an appointment, and I'll know a little bit more about the procedure. Hopefully they can laparoscopically drain me, basically, because this is all just a big water balloon. Drain all this crap, and then apparently they can just pull the remaining casing material out of there. I just kept going back to, I must be fat, and therefore this is my fault, and I only have myself to blame for why I no longer fit in, you know, the airplane seatbelt was straining. And incidentally, I took this mofo to Europe. Oh my god, how stupid is that? I couldn't even zip like my coat. It was freezing, by the way, in London and Paris. And I had to actually leave like this part unbuttoned because I couldn't get like anything to go around it. I guess I can put this down. Yeah, so I've been just walking around like this. It's just so silly. And just, you know, I kind of try to hide it, you know, I'd buy baggier clothes and stuff, and I'd just be like, ah, you know how it goes, and I just joke about it, and like to advocate for women with PCOS to let them know what the signs are, how to not ignore the signs like I did, like an idiot. The signs are basically pregnancy symptoms. I haven't been able to hold my pee for like 6 months. Every time I sneeze, every time I cough, every time I bend over to try to pick something up, and believe me, I just gave up on picking things up. I just like drop it. I drop something on the ground and I just go, yeah, well, that's going to stay there for a while. All the 10 months pregnant stuff, shortness of breath, definitely hardness in the belly, a protruding belly, weight gain or greater projection in the belly area when you're not doing anything different with your diet. What were other symptoms? Weird nerve pains, like just oof. But they'd come and go. So by the time I got concerned about it, it would be gone. There was actually one point where I thought I might be having an appendicitis. So I actually looked up, like, where's the appendicitis, but my pain was on the wrong side. So I can't hold my bladder because basically the cyst it's completely obliterated my bladder. It's just crushed it. You know, to smithereens as far as I know. I'm fine until I have to sneeze, and then, you know, abandon ship, run for high ground because it's coming. This thing gives off hormones like you wouldn't believe, like crying on my way to work, and I really like my job, and I'm like, why am I crying? I don't know, just being tired, really tired. Like, there are some mornings where I just be like, I can't get out of bed today. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I need a vacation. Just tired. So anyway, looking forward to getting rid of this soon.